Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's G-Bub here. As y'all see, we were working on that thing going from Twin Falls to Salmon. We got an hour and 29 minutes to knock it out, an hour and a half. So that tells you, yeah, we're really pushing it there. I'm glad we picked the 24-hour one. That we said, oh, we got 24 hours. Let's see what we can get done here. So we'll see what we got to do. We got to pick this trailer up, and I'm gonna take a look and see if we need to sleep, and I'm gonna take a look and see if we need to fill up with fuel. We got some choices here we can do that is. But first of all, we're gonna come down here and we're gonna get that little scenery part right there, alrighty? So why don't we head on down there? We got an hour and a half in real time to do it. So we'll see what it's like. Oh, and here I am. I'm sitting here. I was about to drive with the keyboard. All my wheel and everything else are still all the way across the floor there. Let me get it over here where I can get to it. Hopefully we won't have any crashes. I actually had to reboot my computer just now. One thing, there was a big Windows update that it needed, but the other part was it was sitting here and ATS was still running in the background. It hadn't closed properly, and it was still running in the background. So, yep, we still need to... Oh, we got all this rain. Look there. So we got all this rain going on. We got the trailer. We already picked up the trailer too, didn't we?
Calculating route.
That's fine.
Please proceed to highlighted route.
Alrighty, we'll cut our lights on. Our parking brakes off. Let's cut our wipers on. And let's see if we can get on out of here. Because I think we got to go that way, don't we? Let's put it in drive and let's go that way, alrighty? Good. Yep, hauling this little bitty trailer. Hey, Cousin Leroy! You parked just like a cog binder. I'm so proud of you. Alrighty, so we're gonna have to see. We're actually hauling the trailer. I didn't think... I was hoping I hadn't hooked up to it yet, and that we could go over there and get that. We could go over there and hit that little space without having to haul the big trailer behind us, but that's all right. We ain't got a big old trailer. It's just a little bitty thing. So we shouldn't have too much trouble getting over there and seeing what it is. I mean, these places are set up for you to do it in a truck. So let's take a look and see what we can find out up here. What kind of thing? Is that a mine? Is that a farm? I think that's a farm, isn't it?
In 200 yards, turn left.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this one's a farm. Yep, see right there, S crop, sunshine crop. So we got a farm
turn
here.
Left.
So I wonder if it's gonna give us like a overview of the farm and all. But it'll be nighttime. Nighttime in the rain. But let's see, where is this sucker at? It's gonna be right over here. Right past all these trucks that are parked all in the way so that you can't get over here and drive across the ground and stuff like that.
Please make a U-turn where safe.
I'm going to, buddy. I'm going to. We just need to get right up here first. We're gonna cut it across this field. And we're gonna U-turn right into that camera over there, alrighty? Let's see what this farm looks like. Boy, they got a bunch of lights set up for it too. It's almost like a movie set. Expect to see old James Bond or
Recalculating route.
Austin Powers or something like that come jumping out at you at any moment. Alright, let's stop. Let's turn off the engine and see what it gives us. It stopped raining, it stopped raining too. So why don't we cut these off while we're thinking about it. Twin Falls Potato Farm. There you go. I told you we get some taters. Told you we get some taters out here. And it drove right through the harvester too. Drove between the harvester and the truck that it was dumping them into. Look at there. See that thing delivering all the taters? It's dropping all the taters out to all the trucks, or the trucks are doing it and they're sorting through it. But all these people were out here working in the middle of the night, packing up the taters to carry them around. We still ain't had a load of taters yet, but we're looking forward to it. We're just about to be back into our cab, and then we will. There we go. All right, we need to get some sleep. What time is it? It's just a little after midnight. So let's see where we can go get some sleep at. And where we're going to sleep is going to be... Have we got to sleep there? We do, but I don't know if that's a repair center, or is that another garage you can buy? Or is that a truck dealership? Is that what that little thing means? I think that might be a truck dealer. And that was the one we came down. That's the one we hit with the valley. We got a rest stop right up the road, though. Let's see if we can make it up to that rest stop, okay? That's what we're going to do. Instead of worrying about seeing if we can get in and out of whatever that place is, which I'm thinking might be a garage. I'm not sure, you know, place for trucking headquarters.
Turn right.
See, that right there shows you how good this engine is. In fact, this engine could pull us like that, pull us and a trailer with the parking brake on. Will tell you just how nice it is having all those horses.
Recalculating route.
She likes repeating herself, doesn't she?
In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Alrighty. Let's pull her on up here, see what kind of traffic we got coming. Fortunately, we ain't got nothing. Let's turn our lights on. There we go. Make sure our lights are on. I don't see nothing coming that way. So we should be able to pull it on out here. Look at that stand. Look at that produce stand right there. They'll tell you right now that I'd love to get some boiled peanuts. That's one of the things we eat here in Georgia. We eat boiled peanuts, boiled in brine. Nice, good, salty water. And there ain't no peanuts better. If you want the best boiled peanuts in the world, you have got to get them from a roadside produce stand right there with a big metal pot, big rusty metal pot, and the peanuts floating in all this boiling water sitting there. And the guy's got to have a hand-lettered cardboard sign. There needs to be a cardboard sign with magic marker where he's written
200 yards, turn left.
Where he's written peanuts. And it's got to be written like that too. It's got to be the letter P and then the word nuts.
Turn left.
And those will be the best boiled peanuts you ever put in your mouth. So just giving you a little bit of nice friendly Georgia advice there. Now, let's see if we can knock out this trip in the next hour and a half. Look at there, dream drunk. Instead of a Coca-Cola sign. But you could tell what font it was, couldn't you? Alright, as soon as we get out of town, we're going to go hit that truck stop. I don't know if we've stopped there before. That's one thing that I admire about that trucker I watched, that Indiana Jack guy. He can tell you, I mean, he goes all over the country, or used to. He's pretty much desk job now. But used to go all over the country, and oh, good googly moogly, he'd pull into truck stops and he'd tell you, he could tell you when he was there last, and he could tell you all the changes that had been made. What it was last time, it's like, this used to be a Flying J, now it's a Pilot, and you'll notice that the hamburgers have gotten a lot worse. They had a lot more ketchup on them last time. It was just amazing, his memory for truck stops. Which I guess as a trucker, that's kind of your, that's your home away from home. If you're a truck, I guess you're home away from home away from home. Because if you're truck, if your sleepers are home away from home, the truck stops are your home away from home away from home. Because that's where you do most of your eating and stuff. Good. I guess it gave us so many problems with the red lights coming this way that it's going to be a lot nicer to us going the other way now. Those guys are still dancing out there in that driveway. That would
Keep
be
left, then turn left.
That would be one thing that it would be nice to see
Turn
them,
left.
you know, spend the time to do. I mean, it's just scenery stuff, so it obviously don't need to be taken away from. Don't need to be taken away from, you know, all the development work of building new states and cities and that kind of stuff. But it would be nice to see them have a little bit more of a routine. You know, they already do it with traffic. You already got the traffic here that sits here, and the traffic will be heavier around rush hour and stuff like that, and it's lighter at nighttime. It would be nice to see them do the same kind of thing with like the pedestrians and all that. You know, you see people out there, you got the people that are out dancing with the boombox in the driveway at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You don't want to see them doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning. Or like, you know, if we drove some of these suburban sites and see the people out there still mowing their grass at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, that might be something for a fluff guy to work on one day. Now, the people that work on the fluff, have them work on getting it so that the pedestrians do different things. You know, you see different pedestrians, whether it's daytime or nighttime. You know, daytime you might see a guy out in his yard mowing the grass. Nighttime you come by, you might see a different guy in his driveway trying to break into his car. That kind of thing. Just an idea. Y'all can have it. No copyright involved. Drake car dealers. Now that would be cool too. We'll have to remember that. We'll have to go when we get our trucking empire set up and we're ready to just have a car and drive around and sightsee. We need to go to one of these car dealers to buy our car. We'll have to role play that one through as well. Either that or buy it online and have it delivered to us, like these Carvana stuff do, and Saturn used to do when Saturn was a company. Excuse me. It is early in the morning. It is about 3:30 in the morning here right now. And I have to go back to work tonight, this coming night. So I've been staying up all night. I didn't have my usual nap. My usual like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. nap because I'm trying to stay up and get good and tired so I'll be able to sleep today. But I gotta be charge nurse on the floor. And if you're gonna be charge nurse, you gotta have your brain functioning anyway. At least that's the way I feel about it. People that work for me might think differently. People that work underneath me might go, you know, you've been charge nurse there for about 15 years and I haven't ever noticed your brain functioning, having your brain function one way or the other, whether that's really made a difference. And be like, thank you, you're welcome. Back on the Perrine Bridge here again. Let's try not to clip those corner pillars or whatever it was we tend to keep clipping. I'm going to reach over here. Even as we approach the end of the bridge, I'm going to live dangerously and pick up my coffee cup and drink the last bit of coffee out of it. Ah, that was good. Alrighty. Y'all keep your eye out and yell at me whenever we're coming up on that truck stop. I think it's just past the intersection up here. Yeah, I think it's right on the other side of this big intersection. Cross over 84 and it should be right on over there. And then once we get some sleep. Oh crap, is it gonna give us a violation? Nope, we made it. I knew I was going way too fast to try and stop. looks like we need to change lanes too. Or it thinks we do. See, that's the one, the same one we had that argument with before. Where it wants us to move to the left, but this road goes straight, and right after we get through this intersection, it wants us to move back to the right. I'm gonna have to put this one in as a bug. Okay. Let's see if we can get into this truck stop the correct way, if we can go in the right direction this time. Because we messed that one all the heck up too. We went in the trucker entrance into the lot, but boy did we mess up the driving around once we got in there. Y'all notice how I'm not quite so panicky when I'm coming up now? I'm getting a better feel for the brakes and a better feel for how much this thing can, how much room it needs to slow down and how much inertia I'm getting. It's amazing whenever you actually do this on a semi-regular basis and you don't sit here, you know, oh, I'm gonna go trucking today and I'm not gonna touch it for the next 9 months. It's amazing.
Recalculating route.
How much you start getting used to it, start getting a feel for it.
Turn right.
All right, right there, that's where all the little cars come in. That's where all your little four-wheelers and your vacationers and stuff, that's where they go. We need to come on out here to this end. Yep, just like that. Last time we almost drove into that field. Let's keep on coming. I bet this thing's got like a 15-mile-per-hour limit back here, so we're already speeding. Oh, it says 35, so we're not doing that bad. But we do need to take a nap, so we'll do that first. We can see if we can get into one of these sleeping spots. Of course, you know, this right here is the other unrealistic thing. This time of night, coming up to a truck stop at this time of night, this thing would be full. You would not find a place to park. There'd be trucks lined up along the side of the road here sleeping. So that part of it's not quite realistic, but you know, you really kind of wouldn't want it to be that incredibly realistic, because you do that kind of thing and it's like whenever the scale of the US was a lot smaller. When the scale was a lot smaller, and they said it felt more like a sleeping simulator because you were constantly having to find a place to sleep. It's the same kind of thing here, you know. You wouldn't want these places to be full up and then it turned into a park on the side of the road simulator. Alrighty. Let's stop the engine. Let's turn the lights off. That's going to be 20 minutes. So we're going to get out, and this is where we're going to call it an episode. So when I see y'all next time, we will catch our nap, and then we'll go fill up with gas and head on up the road. So I'll see y'all then. We'll see if we can make it in an hour and a half, or what it is now, almost an hour. So we'll see ya.